What is up, guys? I am MMA RPP reviews, podcasts, and previews, and this is the next fight night, which is Aspen Ladd versus the Iron Lady, Randamie. Aspen Ladd is the fourth women's bantamweight division fighter. She's fourth in the world, 8-0. She's up and coming young prospect facing the a little bit more experienced Randamie, who is a credentialed kickboxer. A very, very interesting fight. A young buck coming to fight a bit of a veteran who has fought the champion and the former champ Holly Holm, and she herself is the former featherweight champion who, yeah, it was a shady business there. So, my tale of the tape, we're gonna look at the wins, losses, draws, average fight time, height, weight, reach, and the stances. So, as we can see, they're not that experienced, but Randamie has 3 more fights, which are her losses. Both 8 wins. Randamie 3 losses. Randamie, incredible kickboxer, and she could play the matador game. She's long, she's tall, and as you can see, average time is 11 minutes and 34 seconds, and Aspen Ladd's 8 minutes and 40 seconds. So it's a little bit different how they fight. Aspen Ladd pushes the pace. She goes in the fire. She fights in the clinch. She takes the opponent down. While Randamie, she could press you, and it's deadly because she's the typical Dutch boxer, a kickboxer. Good knees, good elbows, amazing roundhouse kicks, leg kicks. Really, really similar to Overeem, but she has a good chin. So, and Overeem has a better ground game, but also 135 pounders in the women's bantamweight division. 5 reach advantage for Randamie, and she has 3 inches height. Uh, she's taller basically. Both orthodox. Randamie a little bit better, not a little bit. She's a better striker. She could use southpaw also. Uh, let's look at Randamie's pros, and I'm gonna talk a little bit of cons maybe. Oops. So, Randamie's pros, in my opinion, are her striking mainly. Her striking is very good. She has knees, she has elbows, she has good jabs, good crosses, leg kicks also. And Aspen Ladd, I don't think she has been threatened with leg kicks before from a good leg kicker. So I don't think Randamie's strikes per minute are that high landed. She has about 3 strikes per minute, 2.96. Her striking accuracy is not that good, which I don't know why. Certainly, she is very good at striking, but her defense and the strike she absorbs is crazy. She's actually pretty good fighter defensively. That's why I say if she plays as a matador, it's gonna be a lot easier for her. Just move laterally, try to use your intercept knee against the takedown, and just plus she has really good takedown defense. As I said, she physically she is a lot bigger and a lot lankier, and has the reach over a lot of other bantamweights. She pretty much could fight in 145 and like challenge Cyborg for the title, and Nunes, of course. Nunes is the champion, but I don't know. She is incredible for that division. Lanky, tall, good striking, good takedown defense. She's also fought some very good fighters in that division. Raquel Pennington, he's beaten her. And if you remember, a lot of people were saying that yeah, Raquel Pennington actually might give Amanda Nunes hard time with her non-stop pressure and grit. But Nunes hits hard, and you know Pennington lost. Uh, she also has lost to Jimena Randamie. Of course, Pennington actually is quite similar, in my opinion, to Aspen Ladd in terms of a good grappler, a good wrestler, very good stamina, and a volume striker. Uh, a fight that was controversial, in my opinion, against a very good kickboxer, like as good as Jimena Randamie, maybe better, but the Randamie beat her. After hitting it twice after the bell, which should have lost 1 point, and the fight was close. It was actually quite a boring fight. It was a bit of a chess matchup, and one of the hits after the bell was one of the biggest shots in that fight. But yeah, after that fight, a lot of people thought that she should not have won the featherweight championship. Bas Rutten, who is again from the Netherlands, praised her a lot, praised her striking, praised the movement. Which yeah, she's good. She's not bad. But after that, her refusal to fight Cyborg, it's just a joke. To be fair, like she probably will lose to Cyborg, but I mean that's some Ronda Rousey type shit, man. And she has fought and lost to the champ, the Lioness, and obviously why? Nunes is faster, not as good of a kickboxer, but hits harder, hits with a little bit more volume, and has as good of leg kicks. I mean, the leg kicks are good. Better clinch, and black belt in jiu-jitsu, so understandable why she beats her in all categories, in my opinion. Takedown defense also we should look at it as Aspen Ladd is going to try to take her down mainly, and Shemaine Randamie's takedown defense is not bad. So Aspen Ladd, looking at her, young prospect, a lot of her fans say, why are you taking that fight against Jermaine Randamie, one of the best women's fighters right now? And I would say that certainly it's going to be a tough fight and a big step in the competition for that young prospect. But she's capable of actually doing some bits versus her. As you can see, that strikes landed per minute. While watching the stat, like while checking the stats, I saw that she lands like 5.5 strikes, 5.6 strikes per minute. I thought it's per round. Obviously per round is significant strikes per round. Okay, but she lands a lot, man. And this is a lot. She pushes the bases. Striking accuracy is better than a credentialed kickboxer who's fought in K1 like Jermaine Randamie. She absorbs a lot though. Like when you pressure, you get hit. When you fight in the clinch a lot, you get hit. That's why her defense and like strikes absorbed per minute. I mean, she absorbs like 5 strikes herself. Yeah, she throws a lot. Her takedown average is like good, but if you check that takedown accuracy, that is insane. Like the best wrestler, considering not considering Ben Askren right now, is the lightweight Khabib Nurmagomedov. Now, Khabib Nurmagomedov's takedown accuracies are a bit around 53%. That shows how good Aspen Ladd and how sure she is when she's attempting takedowns, and she takes the fight to the ground. Now, her ground and pound is good. She does not attempt that much submissions. I think it's 1.7 per 15 minutes, which is good, certainly. But yeah, she has high volume of punches. She's taking, for me, versus the Randamie, or if she potentially beats Jermaine Randamie, if she fights Amanda Nunes, You just cannot take so much strike versus them. Now, I'm talking like the best fight. Like when I talk like that, uh, don't think that fighting fire against fire, because Nunes, she's gonna come after you, and if you come straight against like Cyborg, you might get knocked out. But it depends how you grapple while you strike with her. In my opinion, like as I said, Nunes has good clinch, you know, good on the ground, but Aspen Ladd could take it down while they strike. I mean, she could try overhand, like the simplest shit, overhand into double leg or something like that. It depends. She's a good wrestler though. She has fought Sijara Eubanks. She's beaten twice, as far as I'm concerned. Not a hard fighting for her. A kind of kickboxer who moves better. She's like she used to be a flyweight, so a little bit smaller. I don't know how. Like Aspen Lads, in my opinion, troubles are gonna be against Nunes and Jermaine Randamie and potentially Holly Holm, because they're a little bit bigger at their potential featherweights, and they all move good. Nunes is a little bit flat-footed. I mean, she can be very good, and you know, right now she's fighting Jermaine Randamie, but yeah, Eubanks moves good, and no problems for Aspen Lad. Tanya Avenger, fight started good for Avenger in my opinion, because yeah, they clinched where Aspen Lad might be a bit better, but where they when they were throwing strikes, the head movement was good from Tanya Avenger. Yeah, she's old. She got destroyed before that by Cyborg, and people thought that she cannot do anything versus this young contender. But I think in that fight, you could see like we saw a lot of flaws in the striking department of Aspen Ladd. She's good, but I think Jermaine Randamie is miles better in striking. So my predictions for the whole card, but I focused on mainly that fight. Now I think Jermaine Randamie is gonna beat her 29-28 unanimous decision. It's gonna be a good fight. I think Aspinall might get round three, but the first two rounds I think Jermaine Randamie has a little bit more power, and it depends. I think she should use her leg kicks and knees like if Aspinall is changing levels, just throw a knee, just throw it. Now the return of the California Kid, the Uriah Faber in bantamweight versus Ricky Simon. Now, I haven't watched a lot of Ricky Simon. I don't know a lot about the kid. I know he trains with Randy Couture and with Chael Sonnen and possibly with Dan Henderson, meaning he's a good wrestler. He trains a lot of wrestling with high quality wrestlers. Now Uriah Faber is a good wrestler as well. Also pretty good on the ground. I think he probably is the better fighter on the ground. Black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. He had some competitions where he was retired. His striking's not elite, but he could do bits. Cardio, great cardio. Strong, very strong for the bantamweight division. And I think that Uriah Faber might just get a decision, but if Ricky Simon, I'm not sure about that fight. I cannot be sure how good Uriah Faber is going to be coming back. I just think that Uriah Faber might have a good chance versus him, but just 100% don't count out Ricky Simon. He can beat Uriah Faber. I think another unanimous decision or a guillotine choke for Uriah Faber. I think guillotine probably round 2 or round 1. Now his teammate Josh Emmett from the Alpha Male is fighting Mursak Bektik. Now Mursak Bektik, I do like this fighter. His only loss is to the man Darren Elkins. Now Josh Emmett is quite a short featherweight. Versus Bektik is not a small featherweight. So I think the size advantage definitely for Bektik. Both good wrestlers, both good on the ground. I think Josh Emmett might be a little bit better on the ground. Josh Emmett might have a little bit more power, and definitely I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. But I think Bektik would do it. I mean, it's close. It's really close. Like if I really think that this is gonna be probably fight of the night. Depends on how they wrestle. Depends on how they strike. Juliana Pena and Nico Montano. Now, when I saw this fight for the first time, I thought it's gonna be for the 125 pound. But actually, Nico Montano is going up in weight class. He's going to 135. He does not want to fight Valentina. He does not want to fight her. And Juliana Pena comes back from, I think she was pregnant. Uh, I think Pena is a great wrestler, probably better striker than Montano, and I think this is like she's probably gonna submit her. Montano, she fights similarly to Aspen Lat. I mean, she presses you and she wrestles you, but I think this is where Juliana Pena is strong. I think yes, submission for Juliana Pena. Ryan Hall, Darren Elkins. Darren Elkins is incredible, to be fair. Like, this man is tough and durable, but this doesn't matter versus Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall won't definitely hurt you on the feet. Ryan Hall might do a Imanari roll and just take your leg and submit you. Ryan Hall, in my opinion, is probably as good as Renzo Gracie. What am I talking? Kron Gracie. As Kron Gracie, and that would be actually a very good fight. Ryan Hall, on the ground, he's better than Elkins. We will know that. So I think conditioning wise, Elkins has like a very good fight if it goes past maybe the second. I mean, he certainly needs to work the body and just push the pace. Now, it's hard. Ryan Hall can try pull guard, and on the ground, I think it's a different level. Which is Ryan Hall is much better than Darren Elkins on the ground. Darren Elkins might be better at taking Ryan Hall to the ground, but the problem is that Darren Elkins is not the type of fighter that's gonna knock Ryan Hall out like easy with one or two punches. It's gonna be hard for him. So I think that it's gonna be a submission win for Ryan Hall. So guys, I know that there are many more amazing fights on that card that I have not included, but I think these are very important fights for the respective divisions, and I think these are not the bad predictions. I hope you enjoyed the video and drop some questions about anything. I'm going to make a podcast, but I need to have questions, to talk about them. Ask me about who can dethrone Habib or John Jones or something like that, and certainly, I know my videos, the quality of my videos might not be that good, like the expected, insane quality, but I'm going to try to improve to make better videos, and that's it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.